Well, good morning everyone. This is Karen, Lavender Clothesline, and today we are doing a haul. As usual, I have items from a yard sale that I went to. Now, I have been to this yard sale before. It is the Large Red Barn, so I got a couple items from there. And just like the prior Tuesday, I went on to Roots Flea Market. I don't think I got anything from Roots, as usual, looking at the table, and I also stopped at a thrift store. Today I'm just going to show you a few of my finds. So there are quite a few items that I don't know a lot about, nothing new, but I thought maybe you guys could jump in and give me your 2 cents if you have sold these items before or what you think of them. A couple of items I picked up that actually have a flaw or two, which I try not to make a practice of, but when I'm on the fence about it, I go ahead and pick it up and take a chance if the buy-in price is low enough. So I hope you are all doing well, and I also hope that you will hit the like and subscribe button for me and the bell notification and give me a thumbs up and leave a comment, all the things. Okay, so I'm not going to take too long and give a lot of chit chat this morning. I'm going to get right into it because I think my videos are getting longer and longer because of the chit chat. So I'm going to cut myself short and go right on to showing you the first item. So we're going to start with something simple and show you what I picked up. So the first item I did find at a thrift store. As you can tell, it's a hummingbird feeder. Now these might be common, I'm not sure. I don't see anything but dust on the bottom. No marking, or is there a marking? Let's get the magnifying glass right out of the gate and see what it's marked. Okay, so this says Woodstream Corporation, Lidditz, Pennsylvania. And Lidditz, Pennsylvania is probably about 15 minutes from here. So somebody in Lidditz, Pennsylvania is making hummingbird feeders out of green glass bottles. How pretty is that? So I paid $3 for this. Now I didn't get it from the company that made it, the Woodstream. I did find it at a thrift store, but I thought this was really pretty, and I love hummingbirds. One of the rental houses that I had when I moved to Pennsylvania, because I rented a house before buying this house, there was a ton of hummingbirds, and boy was that distracting from work. I had these big windows in this back atrium room, and boy was I blessed with that room. The wildlife was just gorgeous, and big windows. You could just sit in front of them all day and watch the goings on in the woods. But yeah, so I said yes to a hummingbird feeder, green glass bottle and little metal flowers. And that is item number 1. Item number 2, again, these I found, where did I find these? I think I found these also at a thrift store. They are a retro salt and pepper shaker, very 1960s, 1970s, I'm going to say. They are made out of wood with a brass top and a stainless steel cap. And they are missing their cork or their stopper. Now the little label on the bottom says Japan, but these are a mystery to me because I don't feel these look old enough to be Japan. These feel like, to me, like they're a reproduction by a modern company. But the sticker does look genuine. There it is. You can see it, Japan. And I went ahead and picked this up. This is item number 1 with a flaw, because I feel like the stoppers might not be that hard to find. I might actually look for these. So I said yes to salt and pepper. I don't see a price on them, but I believe I paid $3. All right, you know how I always say I'm not going to pick up any single coffee mugs? Do any of you believe me anymore? I don't think so. Wisely so. Starbucks. I always pick these up. And I should comp because some of the locations of the world do very well. This one is Maryland. I don't think Maryland is a high dollar return, but for $2 I said yes. This is the You Are Here series. So really good condition, no chips or cracks. I imagine I'm not going to get more than maybe $10 for it. And if it's very saturated, even lower than that. And I don't think we're going to run out of these anytime soon because Starbucks made a ton of the You Are Here mugs. Next item up, we're going to jump gears a little bit. Jump gears, we're going to jump something. We're going to jump rope. We're going to jump over the moon. I don't know, we're gonna switch gears, is this beautiful green Vaseline glass footed pedestal candy dish. All the things. I thought this was gorgeous. It has like the opalescent rim to it, the scalloped rim, or the wavy rim, I should say. And I thought that was really pretty. And where did I get this? I got this at the Red Barn yard sale, and I spoke with the woman who owns the house, and she said that was the last yard sale of the year. Big boo-hoo. I love that yard sale, and I did get quite a few items there this time, and her prices are amazing. So thank you very much, woman who lives in the Red Barn house. Her house isn't a red barn, but there's a big red barn. You'll see it in one of my past videos if you watch. So what did I pay for this? I believe I paid $2 for this. Not sure what this is going to bring. Now this could be, oh, I'm thinking of the name of it. I can't remember the brand. It's not branded on the bottom. Leave a comment down below if you recognize this. But it's not marked, so I have a tendency when an item is not marked, unless collectively everybody is saying that that's what, you know, this is, whether it's Fenton or whoever, Fostoria. I don't know who this is, not Fenton, not Fostoria. But I said yes to this, very pretty. And yeah, there's that item. This item also came from the Red Barn sale. It is my favorite item of this haul. It is this gorgeous hand-done painting. This is original art. Look how beautiful that is. With the woman's card on the back. Now I believe this is acrylic. It's either acrylic or oil, but I'm pretty sure it's acrylic. Beautiful condition, $3. So I think this will do quite well. Anytime I have artwork that has wildlife, it really does well. So I believe this is already listed in my store. Probably quite high, knowing me. I'm gonna guess $125. I just love this, and I wouldn't mind hanging on to this for a little while. You guys know me, I always say I'm gonna hang on to things or keep things, and I wind up selling them, but I enjoy them in my house while I have them. The next item came from the Red Barn sale also. Oh, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. This is a framed piece of art made from, let me try holding it on this side. Is that any better? That's probably worse. Made from buttons. Somebody took vintage rhinestone buttons, pearl buttons, just beautiful, and then a large button in the center and made this gorgeous, I'm gonna say it's either a flower or a star. Vote below if you think this is a flower or a star. I keep going back and forth. I kind of think it's a star, and then I say no, it's definitely a flower. Really pretty. That's what the back looks like. Now, whoever did this did a great job. I imagine they must have stenciled this shape on there and then followed the pattern. Well, maybe I could tilt it back. There we go. So I said yes to this. Now, I don't know what button art is called. I know a lot of times I see, not in person, but I've seen on Instagram and on YouTube, beautiful artwork from jewelry, from brooches, vintage pieces. My daughter Mellissa had the most gorgeous piece, and we both decided she should have kept it. It was so gorgeous. I think it was a bust of a woman, and the whole thing was filled in with jewelry. Stunning. I'll see if Mellissa still has a picture of it, and I'll ask her to send it to me so I can share it with you. She did sell it. It did bring very good money. I don't know what that art is called when you turn jewelry or buttons or little pieces of doodads into a piece of art. And very attractive, very beautiful, very ornate. So I said yes to this. I paid $2 for it, and we shall see what it brings. Okay, I apologize if the dust is flying. I do clean my house, but with bringing in all the wool, all the linens, all the vintage items, I am dusting like constantly. So this afternoon, my sister from Long Island, one of my sisters is coming to visit. I have 3 sisters, and I love when I get to visit with my sisters. She's my older sister, and she is so much fun. It's so funny because we have walked together. My whole family walks. We are walkers. We're not big runners or really athletic people, but we do love a good walk. And we always walk when my sister comes, and I always tell the story of one time she came for a visit, and it was pouring rain, and she got out of the car after her 5-hour drive, and she said, "Grab your umbrella, we're going for a walk." And there we were with boots and umbrellas marching down the street for our walks.
Is there any felicity in the world superior to this?
I told you it would rain.
There's some blue sky. Let us chase it.
I'm not supposed to run.
She's great fun. I love when she comes to visit, and that is what's going on today. So getting back to the subject at hand, so I did do a little extra cleaning because I have company coming, but the dust is still flying. It's just a given in this business. All right, what shall we talk about next? Next, I want to show you an item that I could really use your help on. So again, Red Barn, I should just call this the Red Barn haul. I found this beautiful bubble glass tomato. I think this is a tomato, right? Can you see that? You know what? I'm going to try to put like they do. Does that help blocking my face? Can you guys see that? Really pretty. And the thing that's interesting about this is it came with a little handwritten card, and it says this glass was cut from glass excavated on the site of Stiegel, Stiegel Glassworks, Mannheim, Pennsylvania, which is only like, I'm going to say 15-20 minutes for me. And then it has the woman's name, Anna Belmer. I think that's her maiden name, Myers. So thank you so much, Anna. I love it. But I did get this at the Red Barn sale, and I paid $10 for it. But I thought this was very beautiful, and the bubbles in it almost seem regulated in a pattern. I know there is a name to whether the bubbles inside the glass are very structured, you know, they're very organized, or if it's just free bubbles floating around in there. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. But I said yes to the tomato. I could really use your help in what you think about this. If you've ever sold Stiegel glass, I think I'm saying that right. Stiegel. And I will comp it. So very interesting. It does have like the center core, almost like a tomato would have, where the brass stem fits into. So I love stuff like this, really unique. And yeah, so that's this item. I'm going to do one item that I don't do a lot of, big lots of dishes. Now pretty much I have been picking up a lot less china and dishes than I used to. I used to pick up great big sets, and yep, I have shipped over 100 or close to 100 dishes all in one order. It was crazy work, and I was a crazy girl to do it. But I saw these dishes. Now they're not a high-end set of dishes, but there were so many, they were in such good shape that this will be a Facebook flip. The only time that I consider picking up china for Facebook flips is right before the holidays, so before Thanksgiving and Christmas. I will not pick up big sets of china to flip on local platforms during the summer, because my experience is they just sit too long. Nobody's buying 100 pieces of china. But I did pick up, I'm going to show you the pieces, and I haven't counted, I probably have close to 80 or 90 pieces. This is Premier, and it is the Berkshire pattern. So not a real high-end dish, but they are china, bone china, really pretty. Show you what the back looks like. And like I said, I have a ton of this stuff. I'll just show you a few of the lunch plates. So we are talking stacks and stacks of china. As a matter of fact, I think I took a picture of this in the thrift store. So I will show you how much of this I bought. I wound up getting it for $49.99. Let me just put this down. I wound up seeing it for $49.99, and then this was in Goodwill. They had a promotion going on, buy $50 worth, get 15 off. So what is that? A little under 30%, like 27%, something like that. 15 and 15 is 30, 45. Yeah, it's a little bit between 25 and 33%. I'm not going to do the math. But I picked this up, and I will put this on Facebook Marketplace. This will not bring a high dollar return. It'll probably bring, I'm going to guess, so what did I pay? About $40, and I will probably get maybe 100 for it. But I'm not washing it. It's in decent condition. I'm just going to put it in boxes, and list it on OfferUp, Let Go, those type places. And when the buyer calls, I will just bring the boxes into my car, done. So there's no packing, there's no shipping, it's local pickup only. And I might sit on them for a while. But I felt the dishes were in really excellent shape, and I thought maybe somebody would want them even for wedding dishes, you know, when you set up homes. So I said yes to those. All right, what else? The next item I don't pick up a lot of. I say that a lot. I hear myself saying it in my head. But when I see a good colorway and good workmanship, I go ahead and pick up crocheted afghans. All right, so I'm going to stand back. I actually showed one, I'm going to say it was almost, it's got to be 9 months or a year ago. It was a rainbow afghan, and I have gotten a few offers. You guys would be like, what the heck? Why are you holding on to that? But I feel I could even get more for it. And there has been quite a bit of interest. I will insert that afghan here. That one is still available in my store, and I might take an offer on that this winter, but I think I'm going to be able to sell that at the price that I want. And I'm going to stand back and show you this one. So as you can see, it is like a granny square in a red, white, and blue patriotic motif. I'm just going to put this down. And I like that for Americana. I like it for farmhouse style. I like it as a tailgating blanket. So I'm going to put all of those things in my keywords, and I paid $2.50 for it. Yep, $2.50. So I should be able to flip that. I'm going to guess 25 to 35, somewhere in that range. Okay, the next item up. I'm just picking up cats. Let's just say that. It's like, oh, you sell on eBay? What do you sell? I sell cats. So we picked up this guy. Look how sweet he is. He is a gray cat with beautiful green eyes and no chips and cracks. I imagine he's Japan, and you can see that I got him at Goodwill for $1.99. But look how sweet he is. I love him. So do I pick up cats? Yes, I do. And I have sold cats anywhere from, I'm going to say, $8 to $150. Now the $150 ones are the big molds. They are the vintage ones that are just beautifully hand painted. A lot of times they're like Persian. They have a lot of variation going on in their fur. But getting back to this guy, he's really well made, and I really liked him, so I picked him up. $1.99. I imagine I'm going to get about a $20 bill from him. Okay, the next item up I found, where did I find this? Either at the flea market or at the barn sale. So you guys can help me know what this is. So on the back it says Jerusalem. It is a little wood box. The thing I thought was very unique about this is look how this box opens. Now it's not big enough to fit cigarettes in, and it's a Jerusalem. It's like a Holy Land box. I don't know. I guess they would make cigarette holders. It doesn't sound too Holy Landish. So I really liked this, but I don't know what I have here. Definitely a souvenir, I would think, because anytime, you know, Jerusalem is printed on it, and it has that on the front. All right, and what did I pay for this? I believe I paid $1 for this little box. So leave a comment down below if you guys happen to know what this box holds. Okay, we're going to go through the last few items quickly, and I just have a couple of pieces of clothing I want to talk about. Next up is this basket. I really liked this. It looks vintage to me. Now this does have a little issue with its clasp. This little loop is loose. But I thought this basket was really good. I'm going to guess it's seagrass. I don't know my wickers or my grasses, but I'm going to guess seagrass. I'll have to study up on that too. I need to take a long vacation. I know, I just had a vacation. I need to take a long vacation and lay on the beach with books around me, like different types of wood, different types of pottery, different types of wicker. That would be really good. Not that my brain would hold any of it. All right, so what did I pay for the basket? $2, and I've listed this. I'm gonna say 25 maybe. Okay, what else? The next item has a big chip, big flaw, Why did I buy this? I felt it was that good. So you correct me if I'm wrong. If I bought a womp womp, womp womp, I'd like to get a little sound like that. Hey Lee, see if you can find a sound, what do we call that, a sound bite? Womp womp, that would be fun. All right, so let me turn this around so you can see it. It is a dog biscuit jar. Look how good this is. I love this. I don't even have a dog and I love this. I would love to keep biscuits or little dog cookies in this for the neighborhood dogs. In my neighborhood, I talk to all my neighbors. We are all friends and I go for walks, or, you know, my neighbors walk a lot too. We're a walking community. And when I moved in here, I noticed how many people had dogs. So I bought dog biscuits because I knew I'd be meeting my neighbors. So I would say hello to them and I'd say 1 minute and I'd grab a cookie, a dog cookie, and I would come out and meet their dogs. So all the dogs in the neighborhood loved me. And I thought, wouldn't that be fun to keep this on a shelf somewhere by my front door and keep dog cookies in it for the neighbors' dogs. Okay, so it is a redware inside, as you can see. It's really a glazed redware, but I think the clay is redware too. I'm gonna put this down. And the reason I bought this jar with damage, it does have a repaired chip on the rim, is because it's very signed. And I thought, okay, this shouldn't be too hard to research, but I can't read what it says. It's not that I can't see it. It's something Mickey. I don't know. I don't even know. It's 2005. So hopefully you guys will be able to see that. If that doesn't come out clear on the video, I will try to insert a screenshot. And you can see I got it in Goodwill for $3.99. Really nice pattern though. I imagine that, that this shouldn't be too hard to figure out what this is. But there is the damage chip, and I was so disappointed. But I said, you know what, for $3.99, did I say $3.99? That's what it is. For $3.99, I felt like it was worth picking up. So yeah, I think it's very nicely made, except for the chip. All right, the next item up, I don't pick up that often. This is Weimar. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. W-E-I-M-A-R, it's Germany. It is a beautiful china bowl. You can see the size of it there. Let me hold that straight. I think the roses probably go on the bottom. Look how pretty that is. Now, let me just say that I have sold Weimar, W-E-I-M-A-R, Weimar. I have sold this brand before. I have sold like a sugar and creamer. If I remember correctly, it got between 50 and 60. I've sold a platter. I called it a vanity tray, a small platter I also sold. I got good money for that. I don't know that a normal serving bowl is going to bring the money, but I picked this up at the yard sale and I got it for $1. So for $1, I will always take a chance on something this pretty. All right, I thought once in a while I would bring up an item that you guys might not know about that will bring good money most of the time. And many of you already know about this, but for those of you who might be new to reselling home decor or vintage items, I do quite well with this next item and I'm going to show it to you. So the next item are brass wool decor swags, I'm going to call them. You see these in butterflies, what else? Flowers. I'm trying to think of what else I have seen. I've actually seen ducks and different wildlife, but I picked up these two. Sometimes these are made by Homeco. I think even Home Interiors did them later on, but I look for the true vintage ones, and these do quite well. You'd be surprised. So I got the two of them for 50 cents. And I'm going to guess these are going to bring probably at least $22 to $25. So in case you didn't know, you might want to comp. If you see these in your thrift store at a yard sale, try to buy in very low unless they're very elaborate. Butterflies, I've sold butterflies, it just came to me. But I like these and I can see why people like them. So I said yes to wall decor that's vintage. Now these are not marked Homeco or any other company. Oh, is that a sticker? It's a remains of a sticker, I think, but the sticker's not there enough to read. So that might be something that you guys don't know about, and I think I'm going to do that from now on. I'm just going to bring up an item that might seem like a big nothing on the shelf, but you might want to grab or take a look at comps. Okay, to end this video, I'm just going to do a few of the pieces of clothing that is hanging behind me, that are hanging. I'm going to do a few pieces of clothing from the rack that's hanging behind me. I am having a hard time talking today. I'm not quite sure what that's about. Maybe my mouth is changing again. I'm just going to pull a few pieces of clothing and we'll see what I found. I'm actually going to take this one off the hanger so you guys can see it. I want to show you this label. You see this label? This is called Aran Crafts. If you see knitwear in good condition in Aran Crafts, you want to take a look at the comp. I always want to say to you, you want to put it in your cart, but I never want to mislead anybody. So when I tell you this is the tag, this is what I look for or what you might want to look for, I will always try to remember to say you want to run comps on this. So what I'm saying is kind of like you might want to pick this up. This is Aran Crafts, made in Ireland, beautiful knitwear. So this is a men's pullover sweater. How gorgeous is that? Is that not beautiful? Do we love this? We love this. I wouldn't mind wearing this with like a pair of chunky boots and skinny jeans and, you know, just this big oversized men's sweater. I love that in the wintertime. It just makes you feel like, I don't know, like cozy and you're just being wrapped in a hug. I know that's really cheesy, but it's true. So I said yes to Aran Crafts. If you find it, you might want to take a look at it. All right, the next item that I wanted to show you is this gorgeous fleece. Now please know I have not washed any of this. I have not done all the things to it. So if you see that it's fuzzy or looks schmutzy or whatever, that's because I haven't cleaned it. But this is, where's the tag? Patagonia. I don't think I have ever turned down a Patagonia label, ever. Even if it was a t-shirt that had some issues, I still pick it up. So I'm going to say, for me, Patagonia, 99.9% of the time. I don't think I've ever, in my 7 going on 8 years, have turned down this name. I'm going to show you the tag. I'm sure we all know this. So Patagonia to me is like an outdoors higher end company. Their craftsmanship is beautiful. You buy an item from them, especially the older items, and they last forever. So I said yes to Patagonia. The next item up is a Lululemon, I'm going to call it a tennis skirt. I don't know that you'd wear this skirt for golf. Golf skirts and skirts have a tendency to be a little bit longer in length, a little bit more conservative than tennis skirts. So I'm going to call it a tennis skirt, and I'm sure we all know the Lululemon logo, little silver dot there. Now you do have to be careful with Lululemon. They are copied, so you want to look at the hang tags. Sometimes these hang tags are rip-away tags, but you really want to look at the workmanship. You want to look at that little silver label is shaped correctly. You can Google fake Lululemon logos, try saying that 3 times fast, compared to the genuine, and start to educate yourself there. But I said yes to Lululemon. Next item up is the North Face a pair of quick dry pants. These are like a hiking pant, but these could be worn every day. That is what the tag looks like. Now these are men's, I believe, women's 10. Like right now my body is like a woman's 6 or 8 in pants. I put on a little weight lately, but I would wear a 10. I don't care. As long as they stay up, it's good. So maybe I will try these on. So I said yes to the North Face women's pants. That might fit me. There's always that. Okay, the rest of the items are fairly bread and butter. I do have Calia back here. Calia is Carrie Underwood. You know what? Let me just show it real quick. Carrie Underwood makes athleisure and athletic wear for working out. It's a little workout vest. Won't bring very high money, but I like Calia. So I hope I'm saying that right. C-A-L-I-A, Calia. I'll show you the tag. So that's all I have to say about that. Okay, next up, last item, I found this gorgeous kimono jacket. So I'm going to stand back so you guys can see it. You know what? I might even try this one on. Hang on a second. Okay, so we put the kimono jacket on. I'm going to stand back for you so you can see it, better, so it displays better. These are gorgeous. I'm not sure where you buy something like this. I know when I lived in New York and we would go into Manhattan and of course downtown Chinatown, you could buy all kinds of Asian, Japanese, Chinese clothing, embroidered gorgeous clothing, but I'm not quite sure what this is sold. It has no tags on it, but the material is gorgeous. I don't feel like it's silk. I could be wrong about that. To me this feels more like I'm gonna say like a rayon, but it could be silk. But I'm gonna stand back so you guys can see what this looks like. How fun are these sleeves? Do you love these sleeves? I think these are great. I don't know that I would walk around with sleeves like this. I'd probably be in the thrift store reaching for something and like knock down the whole shelf of items with, how do you get anything done with these sleeves? Look at this. But this is just beautiful, so I said yes to it. I have sold quite a few kimonos. I have sold vintage kimonos that were silk, robes, different, just beautiful, beautiful workmanship. This was a crazy haul, I realized that, but I wanted to put some footage out so that you guys could see what I've been picking up. Thanks so much for following along. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and as always, go out and get what's yours.